Hey, happy Halloween. We live in crazy times. Halloween always gets me thinking about Stephen King and how Stephen King would have never made it if he had given up. But there's another important fact, which I'll tell you in a second as soon as I get rid of the pumpkin. I put the pumpkin and the hat away, but I still got my Halloween suit. The thing about Stephen King is that Carrie, which was his breakout novel, he got a ridiculously huge advance for that novel. I don't remember what it was. He mentions it in his book On Writing, which is called On Writing, a memoir of the craft. I think it was $400,000, 400 grand in the 80s. Wow, it's a ton of money. And Stephen King had given up, man. He had been trying to make it as a writer for years, and rejection after rejection after rejection. And then he wrote this novel, Carrie, which was extremely experimental, and he threw it in the trash can, man. He dumped it. He was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not gonna do anything with this. His wife pulled it out and gave him the courage to continue writing. That happened with me as well. And even though people normally share the story of Stephen King pushing through all the losses and all the failures and he finally made it, there's a more valuable aspect to that story, that if you want to make it as a writer, find somebody who supports you and pushes you and encourages you and believes in you, because believe me, the self-doubt you will feel as a writer is immense. It is huge. When you write a novel and it doesn't sell, when you write dozens or hundreds of short stories and maybe sell one or two or don't sell any, you're gonna doubt yourself. You're gonna think you suck as a writer, you're the worst writer on earth. If you've written 100 short stories, you definitely don't suck as a writer. Either you haven't written the right story for the right market, or you just need a few things that need polishing up. But this factor of him having someone by his side that supported him, this is vital. I had even stopped writing fiction for a while. I had started writing as a freelance writer and I was making money, and I wasn't really interested in fiction, but my heart is in fiction. And I finally met someone who inspired me so much, believes in me so much, and I started writing fiction again. So remember that about Stephen King. Persistence is key. You've got to be persistent if you want to survive as a writer, absolutely. And the persistence is shown in how much you write. So you've got to write every day. But the other thing is, find people who support you and who believe in you, because that's the other aspect of succeeding. You need support in this career. Writing is a solitary profession, but you don't make it alone. All right, I kept the pumpkin and the Halloween suit. I went as Al Capone.